And verse 9 of Matthew 6. After this manner, therefore, pray ye. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. If we're going to pray, one of the first things we need to sort out is who are we praying to? And that may seem like basic. And, hey, Pastor Shelley, we pray to God. Let's just deal with the basics. And as we deal with the basics, I want to take us to a story. And the story is in 1 Kings 18. 1 Kings 18, Elijah, God told Elijah, there was a famine in the land, a famine that Elijah had prophesied. And God told Elijah, it's time for the famine to end. So I'm going to deal with the ending of the famine. I want you to go to Ahab. Ahab is the king, and tell him that I'm about to sort this out. And Elijah sends and calls Ahab. I'm not going to go to the whole story. He sends and calls Ahab. He asks Ahab to bring together all the prophets of Baal, and they would come to the Mount of Carmel, and they'll have a showdown. And when he came there, I want to go to verse 21. In verse 21, Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two? How long halt ye? The lisp in my tongue. Between two opinions. Woo. Some versions say, How long will you falter between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if it is Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. That word halt means, it can mean dancing, it can mean hopping from one side to the other, but it means jumping from one place to the other. As in a bird moving from one bough to the other. And you're moving from one opinion to the other opinion. So if it suits me today, then I'm following what God says. If it suits me today, then I'm declaring that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I'm standing on the word of the Lord. But tomorrow, I'm not so sure what is happening, so I'm going to read my horoscope. But I'm not talking to anybody in this church, right? Because we don't do those things. But you're halting between two opinions. Today, I'm trusting the Lord that the doctor's report is not the final answer. I'm believing the report of the Lord. But tomorrow, I call my granny. And she tell me that is Miss, what's her name? Miss Sophia said something for me. And that something is that strong. So I need to go and see. You ever hear about go and see? Listen, the business of witchcraft is still very strong in our Jamaican culture. And not only is it strong out there, I am sad to say, brethren, it is strong in here. But since it's not you, then I'm looking here, so. Okay? How long will you have one opinion today and another opinion tomorrow? How long will you decide that God is working things out in today God is working things out in my marriage. But tomorrow, listen, man, me can't take what pastor say no. Because pastor not living in my yard. So, me have to deal with this my way. Me not allow this man to do this any longer. Or me not put up with this foolishness with this woman any longer. And so me gotta deal with this my way. Whose opinion are you going to stick with?